Hello, this is Marvelyn Brown, and I am back today. We're going to go through creating a logo for your business. So, in the previous video, we set up your Canva account. We went through the plans and the pricing. So, you learned the difference between the free account as well as the pro account. And then we went and set up your brand kit. So, your brand colors and your fonts. So this video is going to walk you through setting up a logo, and your logo is going to complete your brand package. So this logo is going to be used to identify your company and to brand your content when you're on social media. And you can also use this logo on any marketing materials, any website or profile that you might set up with social media accounts. Your brand is really going to identify your company to your audience. So when they see your post and it has your logo on it, it has your brand colors, it has your images, they're going to get used to seeing those items on the content that you create. So now what we're going to do, hopefully you are logged into your account. And whether you have the free account or whether you have the paid account, you can go in and create an image that you use for your logo. But with the pro account, you will be able to go through and look at some of the templates that they have available for you. So you're going to go over to the right side of your page, and there should be a button that says create a design. So we're going to create a design. We're just going to click on that. And then we're going to go down here to the very bottom where it says custom size, and we're going to click on that. And then you want to put in the dimensions of your logo. I would recommend using a 300 pixel by 300 pixel size. So I'm going to put in 300, and then for the height, I'm going to put in 300, and I want to select pixels. Now I'm just showing you this drop down just so that you can see the different choices that you have. So PX stands for pixels, and inches are represented here with IN. There's millimeters, and then there's centimeters if you're on the metric scale. So for this purpose, we're going to use pixels, and then you want to click on this purple button that says create new design. So then that's going to take you to the page where you can actually create your logo. So now that we're on the page that allows you to create your logo, here's your surface here that you're going to be working with. This is your canvas. And the thing that you want to do is you want to go over to the left side of your page, and you want to type in, number one, under templates. You want to make sure that you're clicked on templates, and then you want to type in logo. Okay, so then now it's going to bring up all of the logo templates that you have to choose from. So as you can see, there are lots of different styles here that you can choose from. And as you scroll down, you'll be able to see the various items that you can choose from. So I'm going to just choose this one. This says, and actually it's got a couple of them here. It looks like there are 3 different logos. And the thing that you want to do when you're creating your logo is you want to create a light version of your logo as well as a dark version of your logo. So if you are on a site, let's say for instance, you are creating a website and your website has a white background. You want a logo, and this light logo is probably going to be the best fit for a site that has a white background. So you see how that everything just kind of blends into the background? Then you might also, if you have a dark background, let's just show you what this would look like on a dark background. So see, when you have a dark background, you can't really see the logo. So we're going to take all of this off, and I'm going to show you the dark background would be the one that you would want to use on this black background. Now, the third background, instead of using a yellow background, I would recommend using a transparent background. And I will show you how to get that transparent background when we get ready to download the logo. So when you go over to templates and you choose the template that you want, we're going to go back to our logos. As you can see, they're, kind of showing us similar looking logos, but that's basically what you want to do. When you have a logo that you have selected, you want a light version, a dark version, and a transparent version. So for example, I'm going to get rid of this particular image and I'm going to go over to File. If I want to create a new design, I'm going to go over to File and then Create New Design. And then I'm going to click on Custom Size and I'm going to put in my dimensions again. So I'm going to use a 300 by 300 pixel dimension and I'm going to create my new design. So then here we go again with this is our canvas. We're going to go to templates and we're going to type in logo. And it's actually still here from the last time, so we'll just use that. Now up here, you're going to have some different choices. So a fashion logo, a company logo, a brand logo, business logo, name logo. So if say for instance, your business is your name, you might want to check these out. So here's some templates that give you a really great starting point for a name logo. If you have a signature logo, you can check out these. Professional business. Okay, so that one is not a good one. Professional business card is not a good selection. So we're going to go back to logo again. If you get off track, just go back to templates and then type in the word logo, or you can also look under recent, and if it's still there, you can click on that. So then we have business logo, we have a circle logo. So if you want a circular logo, you can choose from these. And there's a lot to choose from. So I can get rid of that one and go back to templates and we're going to select logo again. Fashion logo. So if you're in the fashion industry and you want something that kind of represents your fashion brand, you can select from these. Clothing brand. So all of these are just going to switch up based on, what your niche is or what you are preferring when it comes to your logo. And really your logo is going to be very subjective. It's basically going to be what you want it to be. So you want a logo that really represents your brand, and you also want to use the colors in your logo that represent your brand. So let's say that you were we'll use this logo, Cool Cloth. So that's going to be our logo. We're just going to, take for granted that this is our logo. We're going to go over here to our colors. Now, when you have a brand kit set up, it's going to bring up your brand colors. So as you can see, if you remember from the previous video, these are my brand colors. So for my Natural Green Life, this is my palette. For my Inner Word brand, this is my palette. And then for my Making It Remotely brand, here is my palette for that. So it's bringing up all of my colors. They're all pre-selected. I don't have to hunt all over the place to find my colors. And I can choose the brand, whatever brand I'm working on, I can just go to that palette and make my changes. So I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to select the background on this logo. And we're going to just say that I'm working with my Making It Remotely brand. That's what this video is about. So I'm going to make that background salmon. And then I'm probably going to make these letters. Let's see, maybe I'll make them the same color. I don't know. I don't like the way that looks. Maybe we'll go with black. And then maybe we'll make the word apparel salmon. And then what I want to also do is put my website. So if I want to add text, I go over here to the text area and I can just drag this over. Now, of course, that's way too big, so I'm going to get rid of that. And we're going to use just the subheading, and we will use that for my website. And I'm not going to put www, I'm just going to put, okay, so where did my text go? All right, we'll try it again. So we're going to slide this over, and we're going to type out making it remotely.com. And we're going to make this smaller so that it blends in. Not too big, but you can actually see it here. Now, the thing that you want to do with Canva is they give you lots of great insight on like lining things up. But what you want to do is you want to go to position while your item is selected. So this is the text that I want to center. I'm going to click on position, and it looks like it's already in the center. So we don't have to do anything there. If I want to make this a little bit larger, I can make this wording a little bigger. And if I go back to position, it's going to give me the ability to center it, and then I'm good to go. The other thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that my fonts are the fonts that I selected in my brand kit. So in my brand kit, I used Archivo Black, and I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. So I'm going to use the narrow version of that. And I'm also going to change the font that I use in Cool Cloth. So that made it kind of go down to the next, to 2 lines instead of 1 line. So I had to make the font a little bit smaller so that it fits on my logo on my page. Now, I want to make this a little bit larger so that it stands out. And so what I'm going to do is just drag that and make it larger. And then I'm going to hit position and center. So that gets it right there in the center. Then I'm going to click on this zipper. I really like this zipper. I'm going to make it larger. And I'm going to click center so that that will be, and it doesn't look like it's really centered. It's centered for the most part, but I'm going to just kind of play around with it here. And then I want to make my t-shirt a little bit larger, so I'm going to drag the corner to make it larger. And then make sure that I center that. Now, the other way that you can center things is by using the guides. So as you can see, there is a line going horizontally and also another one going vertically. That tells me that I have centered this t-shirt in the middle of my circle. So now I have my logo. I'm ready for that logo to be used. So now what I want to do is I want to make a version of this logo that is light, and this looks like it might need to go over just a touch. Okay, I'm going to leave it alone. Okay, so we're going to make a light version of this and a dark version. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this. So that's going to make 1 copy, and then I'm going to duplicate it again because I also want a transparent version. So let's go back up to, we're going to make a dark version of this. So that means we're going to put all of this on a dark background. So in order for us to see this, we will have to make it white. So we're going to make this white. And we're going to making it remotely white. And then we're going to make the background dark. So we'll probably make that black, and let's just see how this looks. Now it looks okay. However, I might want to change the color of my images. So let's see how a black zipper looks. And I kind of like that. You know, that looks pretty good for my dark version of my logo. So now we're going to go to the transparent version. So I won't be able to get this transparent background until I download my logos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download these separately. So that way I have my light version. And I think what I'm going to do is just kind of, this is the light version. And then this one is going to be my dark version. And the third one will be my transparent version. Okay, so now we're going to head over here to the right side of the page, and I'm going to show you how to download these items so that we can get them onto our computer, and then we will upload them. And then I'm also going to show you how to save a file. So if we want to get these logos onto our computer, all we do is click on share. And then right here, it says download. We're going to download these items. Now, we want to download these separately so that we can get our transparent background on the third version. So we're going to download these as ping files, but I'm only going to download one page at a time. So we have our format here. We have ping. We have our size is correct at 300 by 300 pixels. And then we are going to go right here where it says select pages. We're going to click on this down arrow. We're going to unselect all of these because the default is to have all of them download at once, but we want to do it one at a time. So we're going to download page 1, which is our light version. We're going to download that. And then we are done. So we want to make sure that we have page 1 selected. And then we're going to click on download. And Canva will download this to our download folder on our computer, or whatever folder you have designated as your default. So that's the first version. And then we're going to do the dark version. So we're going to bring this up. Now, the thing that we want to do is we want to name this. So the first version was called makingitremotely.com. We're going to say makingitremotely.com, and we're going to call this dark. So we're going to put dark on the end so we can distinguish it from the first item that we downloaded. And then we're going to go back. We're going to keep it at ping as our format, and the size is the same. We're going to unselect all of the pages, and we're just going to select our dark version. So we're done with that. We want to make sure that we have page 2 selected, which is our dark version. So we're going to download that, and it's going to make it, it's going to give it a different name. As you can see, we have our makingitremotely.com ping, and then we have our makingitremotely.com dark. And really what I should have done was name these logo, but this is just an example. So I'm probably going to delete these anyway. Okay, so how do I get this down to, okay, here we go. So now we're on the third page, and we are going to hit share again, and we're going to go back. We're not going to hit share yet. We're going to name this makingitremotely.com, and we're going to say transparent. So really what you would probably want to do is name this, whatever. Maybe you want to say Making It Remotely logo transparent, and Making It Remotely, or whatever the name of your company is, you want to have the name of your company, transparent logo, or something that kind of really tells you what the image is. And so that way you will be able to identify it on in your download folder. So we're going to click on download again. We're going to keep it at ping. And then this time we have our size at 300 by 300. We're going to click on transparent background. And then we're going to go down here to the pages. We're going to unselect all the pages, and we're going to select our transparent logo. Now that we're done, we're going to make sure that we have page 3 selected. We're going to make sure that we've selected transparent background, and we're going to make sure the size and the format are correct. So it looks like everything is good. So we're going to click on download. Okay, so now we're good. We've got our transparent version of our logo, the dark version, as well as the light version. So now what we want to do next is we want to make sure that we have these logos available on our in our account. And so we want to go over to File, and we want to go to Save to Folder. And then we want to go to our projects, or it would be your projects. And then we are going to see if we can, so we want to create a new folder. Now this is the folder feature is only available in the in the paid version of Canva. So if you have a pro account, or if you're on that pro trial, you can save to a folder. However, that folder is probably going to go away if you decide that you don't want to go with the pro version. So you might want to make sure that you download your logo to your hard drive so that you can have it on your computer. Okay, so I'm going to save this to a folder that says it's going to be named My Logos. And, if you have the pro version of Canva, that is something that you can do. Save it to a folder, and then it's going to ask you if you want to add it to the new folder. You click on that, and then you have a new folder. So now we're going to go to the new folder and make sure that our logos are there. So here are my logos right here. We have, this is one of 3. And if we click on it, it will show us all of our logos that we have created. So that is pretty much it. We have created a logo, and we can use this because it has our brand colors. We don't have to worry about, whether these colors are going to match our brand, because we selected our brand colors in the previous video. So they're already laid out and ready for us. This is basically everything that we need to do to get our logo ready. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video training. Thank you.